These films will keep you on the edge of your seat. The tension, the suspense, the drama, no night would be complete without a brilliant thriller movie. Welcome to the bucket list. Today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 thriller movies of all times. Number 10. Get Out. From hit or miss comedy to Get Out, Jordan Peele proves to us that he has certainly matured as a filmmaker. Get Out is one of the best and most refreshingly original horror movies in the last decade.
So how long has this been going on, this thing? We hired Georgina and Walter to help care for my parents.
Rather than having in-your-face predictable jump scares and cheesy music, Get Out dwells on the mind. It relies on the fear of the unknown while giving subtle messages on racism and what's it like to be black in America. And for an anti-racism movie, everything is handled very well due to Peele's great writing.
We gotta go.
Is everything okay?
Rose, the keys. Just get the keys.
I don't know where they are.
Rose?
Sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
As I've already mentioned, the best aspect of Get Out is the writing. The characters are intelligent people and behave like logical human beings instead of cliché horror movie idiots. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. Number 9. Prisoners. Denis Villeneuve, the mastermind behind Incendies, Sicario and Arrival, creates a gritty and guilt-ridden world in Prisoners.
Show me your hands right now!
Starring Hugh Jackman as a tormented father whose daughter has been kidnapped and Jake Gyllenhaal as a frustrated detective. The film is based on a long-admired original script by Aaron Guzikowski. Prisoners is earning praise for its fine craftsmanship and strong performances, although many reviewers add that the experience can be grueling.
Look for my daughter!
Number 8. Shutter Island. Martin Scorsese's Shutter Island is based on Dennis Lahan's novel of the same name. It is about two U.S. Marshals played by Leonardo DiCaprio and Mark Ruffalo. They arrive on an island that houses a facility for the criminally insane to investigate the disappearance of an inmate.
Welcome to Shutter Island. You are hereby required to surrender your firearms.
We are duly appointed federal marshals.
But during your stay, you will obey protocol. Is that understood?
The film is known for its thwack of an ending that changes the way the viewer looks at the whole story. It is an otherwise well-made film as well, with stunning cinematography, performances, background score, writing and, of course, direction.
Now they have us both here now!
Let me see your face.
Let me see your damn face now! Double!
Number 7. Fargo. In its bare bones, it is a crime drama, but the Coen brothers constantly undercut the seriousness with a quirky irony.
There's a high-speed pursuit, we got a shooting, and then this execution type deal.
$1 million is a lot of damn money. They got my daughter.
The acting, the script, and the direction lift the movie light years above most of the movies of its decade. The eternal conflict between good and evil is played out here against the backdrop of a bitter cold American landscape.
Where's Jerry? Got your damn money. Now where's my daughter?
Jeez.
Blood has been shed. We now want the entire 80,000.
A group of ruthless criminals eventually find themselves pursued by a very pregnant cop and her unassuming colleagues. With the Coen brothers at the helm, the audience gets equal doses of humor and violence, often simultaneously. Number 6. No Country for Old Men. Joel and Ethan Coen's dark, brilliant adaptation of Cormac McCarthy's iconic novel of the same name captured the spirit and essence of the source material, even if it was not too faithful to the source.
He's just a guy who happened to find that money.
I got a bad feeling, Llewellyn.
The story is set in motion in a remote area where a West Texas hunter, Llewellyn Moss, accidentally stumbles across the bloody corpse-strewn scene of a drug deal gone bad. He makes off with the $2 million in a briefcase that's lying about, but he's enough of a hunter to know he'll be pursued for it. What he doesn't figure on is that his chief pursuer will be a human Terminator named Anton Chigurh. Number 5. Gone Girl. In Gone Girl, a girl vanishes and is soon presumed dead, but it's her marriage that winds up on the autopsy table. David Fincher's intricate and richly satisfying film is based on Gillian Flynn's mystery novel.
As you all know, my wife, Amy Elliott Dunn, disappeared 3 days ago. I had nothing to do with the disappearance of my wife. I have nothing to hide.
Surgically precise, grimly funny, Gone Girl is entirely mesmerizing. In this expansive psychological thriller, Fincher has fully expressed his cynicism about the information age, and his abiding fascination with the terror and violence lurking beneath the surfaces of contemporary American life.
You assaulted her?
It's not good enough for you? I hit her?
It's not even close.
Absolutely not. I never touched her.
We now believe Nick is involved in the disappearance of our daughter.
Gone Girl is a terrific movie, everything the book and its fans deserve. And what it deserves in return is the chance to surprise anyone who didn't read the novel. Number 4. Memento. A rabbit warren of confusing flashbacks and twists, Christopher Nolan's Memento plays brilliantly with the unreliable and fractured narrator, Leonard, and his severe short-term memory loss. Intent on tracking down his wife's rapist and murder, he tattoos crucial clues to his body to guide him to the culprit.
You really want to get this guy, don't you? My wife deserves vengeance.
When you find this guy, what are you gonna do?
Kill him.
Christopher Nolan tells the story backward, then doubles back again so the audience struggles with the clues along with the hero. Nolan's theory is that our memories are not to be trusted. They're merely temporal souvenirs. In Memento, of course, the motive is the true mystery and the very last thing we learn. Number 3. The Usual Suspects. The Usual Suspects is more than just a film with a clever ending. It revealed an awful lot about film audiences and showed us that their expectations can be used against them.
I want to know why. 27 men died on that pier for what looks to be $91 million worth of dope that wasn't there.
It is also a film about storytelling and the importance of myth. I think that one of the most valuable lessons that filmmakers can learn from this film is that the more interesting and intriguing your story is, the more your audience will believe.
The trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world
I know he's here.
he didn't exist.
The plot moves so fast early on, and shifts back and forth between past and present, that keeping up is like trying to board a train at full speed. After the movie, you're still trying to connect the dots and make it all fit, and these days, how often can we say that? Number 2. The Departed. Once again, Scorsese delivers a film that meets or exceeds the expectations of its audience in nearly every way. There are moments of incredible tension, violence, and drama, moments where characters reveal their vulnerabilities and weakness.
You will not ever know the identity of undercover people.
You have anyone in with Costello presently?
Maybe.
Do you know who I am?
Maybe not.
The Departed is one of the rare cases when the remake is better than the original. It succeeds mainly because of Scorsese's vision and ability to bring this project to life.
You better get organized, quick.
Hey, last time I checked, I tipped you off and you're not in jail.
Scorsese works with his cast, turning DiCaprio, Wahlberg, Nicholson into a perfect trio and turning this film into one of the best. Number 1. 7. The story surrounds the hunt for a serial killer, who is inspired by Dante's 7 deadly sins from the Divine Comedy. He sets out to preach about man's impurity, and does so by targeting victims, and later torturing them by pitting their own underlying sins against them.
Gluttony.
You're going to come take a look at this?
Greed.
No one touches anything.
Sloth. Wrath. Pride. Lust. And envy. 7. You can expect 5 more of these.
7 seemingly starts out as a typical cat and mouse detective story, however, it quickly develops into a sort of modern myth, with good and evil taking center stage.
He had a gun.
He's 2 murders away from completing his masterpiece.
Brutal, brilliant, and with a final twist that 25 years later will still drop your heart to your stomach. Finally, if you agree to our choices for this list, let us know in the comment sections. Also give suggestions to other contents you would like to see.